For millennia, human value has been tied to our work, to the strength of our arms, and more recently, to the agility of our minds. We built empires, wrote stories, and deciphered the universe using a unique tool, our intelligence. But we are on the threshold of a new era, an era where the very essence of cognitive work, learning, reasoning, creating patterns, can be replicated, not in a biological brain, but in silicon. The Industrial Revolution gave us machines to replace our muscles. The artificial intelligence revolution is giving us machines to replace and augment our minds. And like every great revolution, some professions will become relics of the past. Today, we won't just list jobs. We will understand the anatomy of extinction. Here are 5 professions on the front lines of the greatest transformation of work in human history. Number 1, the customer service operator. The human voice. For decades, it was the bridge between companies and customers, solving problems, answering questions, selling products. The customer service and telemarketing operator is the personification of communication at scale. But communication is, at its core, a pattern of data, questions and answers, problems and solutions. And AI is the greatest pattern decoder that has ever existed. Today, AI-powered chatbots and voice assistants already handle most interactions. They don't sleep, they don't get tired, and they learn from every conversation. Language models like GPT-4 can understand nuance, simulate empathy, and solve complex problems in seconds. The need for an army of humans for repetitive communication tasks is evaporating. The future of customer service won't be a conversation with a person, but an instant and efficient interaction with an intelligence that has access to the company's entire knowledge base at once. Number 2, data entry clerk. Information is the oil of our age, but for a long time, we needed translators to convert the physical world, invoices, forms, records, into the digital realm. That translator is the data entry clerk, a job of patience and precision, and fundamentally, of repetition. AI sees this task not as a job, but as a simple problem of recognition. AI-powered OCR, optical character recognition, systems not only read documents but understand their context. They know what an invoice number is, an address, a social security number. They extract, classify, and input data with superhuman speed and accuracy, 24 hours a day. The work that once took an entire team a week, an AI can complete in minutes. The bridge between the physical and the digital no longer needs a human operator. It has become automatic. Number 3, the translator of routine tasks. Language is perhaps humanity's most complex creation, and translation, the art of carrying meaning across cultures. For centuries, an exclusively human skill. But again, AI has revealed the mathematics hidden within the poetry. Deep neural networks, trained on billions of texts from the internet, don't just translate words. They learn the relationships between them, the context, the style. Tools like DeepL and Google Translate have already achieved a stunning fluency for everyday tasks. Emails, articles, technical documents. Instantaneous translation is already a reality. Of course, literary translation, poetry, software localization with deep cultural nuances will still require the human touch. But the vast ocean of functional translation, which makes up the bulk of the market, is being dominated by algorithms. The human translator is evolving from a doer to a reviewer, an expert in highly specific niches. Number 4, the basic content writer. Creating with words. Describing a product, writing a social media post, drafting a market report. Mass content production is the engine of digital marketing and communication, and generative AIs have become masters of this task. They were trained on the largest body of knowledge ever assembled, the Internet, and they learn the rules of writing, of persuasion, of synthesis. For companies that need volume, hundreds of product descriptions, daily posts, marketing emails, AI isn't just a tool. It is an infinite workforce, genuine creativity, the narrative that moves us, the critical thought that sparks an original idea. That is still our domain. But the production of standardized informational content, which forms the base of the writing pyramid, is being automated. The writer of the future will not be paid for words, but for ideas. Number 5. The retail cashier. The transaction, the final act of commerce. For over a century, this moment was mediated by a person, the cashier, a job of efficiency, trust, and a touch of human interaction. But efficiency in the 21st century is synonymous with automation. Self-checkout machines were just the beginning, the equivalent of the first chatbots. The real revolution is in computer vision and AI. Stores where sensors and cameras track what you take from the shelf, automatically adding it to your virtual cart. The payment is invisible. The transaction happens without friction, without lines, without a human operator. This automation not only eliminates the cashier's role, but also optimizes inventory, predicts demand, and personalizes the shopping experience. It is an intelligent nervous system where the human, for the task of the transaction, has become obsolete. Customer service, data entry, translation, writing, transactions. What do these 5 jobs have in common? They are fundamentally based on recognizing and applying patterns. They are predictable tasks, and AI is a prediction machine. This is not a story about the end of work. It is about the transformation of human value. Throughout history, when a technology made a skill obsolete, we were forced to climb the ladder of knowledge, to focus on what the machines could not yet do. Now, that ladder is leading us to a new level, one that demands pure creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and the ability to ask questions that not even the most advanced AI can formulate. The question is not if AI will take your job. The question is, who will you become when it does? For more content like this, follow and like this video. See you around.